Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Angita Dhamecha, homeopathy consultant and cosmetologist. Hope you guys doing well. In today's video, I'll be answering few questions that have been asked during the consultations or through DMs regarding sunscreen. I mean, when to apply it, how to apply properly, and when to reapply the sunscreen, and how much amount do I need to apply. So it will cover everything you need to know about the sunscreen, but only if you have seen my previous video, that is the basic of the sunscreen, what is UV rays and how it is harmful to our skin, and what is the SPF number and how to choose the right SPF number, etc. So let's get started with today's questions. The first question is, what is difference between the chemical sunscreen and the physical sunscreen? I mean sunscreen and sunblock. So I have detailed video on this topic. You can see my previous video where I have explained everything regarding the difference between these two. But in short, chemical sunscreen and sunscreen works by absorbing UV rays, and it converts them into the heat which will released by our skin later on, and physical sunscreen creates the barrier between UV rays and our skin, which reflect the UV rays before it gets into our skin. So you can watch my previous video for the further details. Now when you ask me which one is better, I mean the second question is, which one is better, physical sunscreen or chemical sunscreen? I mean the sunblock or sunscreen. So I can say both are the excellent form of the sun protection. Like the chemical sunscreen work as a water resistant, so it is a good when you are going for swimming and doing outdoor activities when you are sweating. So but the physical sunscreen is ideal for the sensitive and acne prone skin. I mean there are the certain ingredients the people are sensitive to or allergic to which are present in the chemical sunscreen. So one, but make sure whenever you choose the sunscreen, it should be the fragrance free, paraben free, and non comedogenic. I mean it should not cause the blockage of the pores, and at least SPF 30 or more, and broad spectrum. So now third question is, what is broad spectrum sunscreen? Broad spectrum sunscreen means it gives you sun protection from the UVA and UVB rays both. Generally, the SPF number shows the protection from the UVB rays only, and not to the UVA rays, which are responsible for the aging of the skin. And as I said before, UVA rays are accounts for 95% of this total sun, radiation, and that is why sun protection from the UVA rays is very important. So look for the sign plus and the broad spectrum before you buy the sunscreen, so that it protects you from the UVA and UVB both. Now the next question is, how to choose the sunscreen for your skin type. See, choosing sunscreen according to your skin type is really important, because if your skin is oily and acne prone, you should go for water based sunscreen instead of the oil based, because it may clog the pores, and it may feel more greasy on your skin. So go for the gel sunscreen, which works best for the oily and acne prone skin. If your skin is very sensitive and prone to the irritation, go for the mineral sunscreen, I mean sunblock, because there are certain ingredients in the chemical sunscreen which can cause the sensitivity. You should avoid these ingredients like parabens, preservatives, fragrance, and oxybenzone. Now if you wear the makeup every day, then you should choose the non-greasy sunscreen, and go for the mattifying sunscreen. You should apply the sunscreen after the moisturizer and before the makeup. Now what is the best time to apply sunscreen? See, ideally every time you are going to expose your skin to the sun is the best time to apply the sunscreen, but it is highly recommended to apply it during the peak hours. The peak hours in India is between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you need to apply it during that period, and you need to apply it 15 to 20 minutes before you go out in the sun. You need to reapply it every 2 hours if you are outside and there is a direct sun exposure. See, the protection from the sunscreen declines throughout the day due to the several reasons. So that's why you need to reapply it, even if your sunscreen is water resistant, because water resistant does not last throughout the day. You need to reapply it after coming out from the pool and after the exercise. Now comes the $1,000,000 question, and that is, how much sunscreen do I need to apply? I mean, lot of us are not applying enough amount of the sunscreen which is required for the better protection and coverage. 1 teaspoon per lean is the good rule of thumb, but when it comes to face, there is handy trick to apply the right amount of the sunscreen, and that is the rule, the two finger rule. And for the face and neck there is a three finger rule. You should apply the sunscreen, you should not forget to apply the sunscreen on your neck, because the skin on your neck is really thin, and it's prone to age faster than your face. So for face and neck there is a three finger rule. I mean, take the sunscreen throughout the length of your three fingers, and apply it, the really thick coat of it on your skin, because the sunscreen with the SPF 30 applied properly will give you the better protection than the SPF 50 sunscreen applied too thinly. So it is really important that you apply the right amount for the better coverage. Do I need to wear sunscreen indoors? I mean, many of you have this question, like, I'm going to stay inside the home throughout the day, why I need to apply sunscreen, right? So ideally you do not need to apply it when you are going to stay at home. But if you are going to work near the balconies and windows, then you need to apply it, because many of the UV radiations penetrate through the glass of your windows. Plus, it is not only the UVA and UVB. Your skin is prone to damage that from the blue light that emitted from the electronic devices like phones and laptops. So make it a habit of applying it into your daily routine, and you can skip reapplying if you are going to be at home throughout the day and going out for a while. You can skip reapplying it, but you should apply it once in the morning. Can I skip sunscreen when I am using the product with the moisturizer or makeup product with the SPF? Short answer, no, because here the sun protective ingredients are diluted with the other ingredients, so it will minimize the efficacy of the sun protection. It will minimize the effect of it. So when your moisturizer could have the SPF 15 or 30 on the label, but the amount you put on your skin will not be enough, and you will end up like having 10 or 12 on your skin. So the effect of the sun protections in the moisturizers and the makeup products are not as effective as using SPF or sunscreen alone. Now the last and most important question, can I use sunscreen on baby? So this is the question a new mom asks very frequently, and for that avoid using sunscreen on the newborn and the babies younger than the 6 months, because their skin are really thin and sensitive, delicate. So for that you can avoid going outside during the peak hours, and if you go, try to keep them in the shades as much as possible. Make them wear protective clothing. And for the babies older than the 6 months, you can choose the mineral sunscreen with the ingredient like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide with the SPF 30, 15 or 30, which is enough for them. Now this was all about today, and I hope it will help with the queries you have regarding the sunscreen. And if you still have any question, you can ask in the comment section. I would love to answer. Now subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to watch the video every single week on the some simple but important skincare routine which I love to share with you guys. Thank you.